But here's co-conspirator one, Rudy Giuliani, speaking on Newsmax in the immediate aftermath of the indictment going public. And he basically cries, which is fun for everybody. But, you know, they're going to deny to the bitter end. And I think it's instructive because this is how a lot of political operatives operate, honestly. They don't really need to believe what they're saying, and then when they get cornered, it's really about saving their own skin. Here he is talking to Eric Bolling.
So what do you say to Jack Smith? I mean, and again, I guess you have to be careful what you say. He still is the special investigator, the special prosecutor.
I kind of holds,
yours and others' future. Go ahead.
Long ago, stopped being careful, and I don't worry about the Jack Smiths of this world. I have a chapter in my book called "Stand Up to Bullies." So here's what I say to Jack Smith. After the Supreme Court threw out your case, which should have been a disgrace, and you should have gone and found another profession because you don't belong in this one. This one will be your legacy, violating the right of free speech of an American citizen. Never mind whether he was president or not. It could be anybody. It could be a homeless person. You don't get to violate people's First Amendment rights, Smith, no matter who the hell you are, or no matter how sick you are with Trump derangement syndrome.
Yeah.
And this isn't the first time you've acted like an unethical lawyer. It should be the last.
Bang that paper, Rudy.
Speech defenses, which like Robbie Soav of The Hill, I believe, has been making, and all these sort of libertarians, is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. You can't do things with words like crimes. The
indictment goes to great lengths at the outset on one of the first pages to say Trump and, I don't know if they talk about the co-conspirator specifically, but Trump had a right to lie about the election. He had a right to say what he wanted about the election. It was not the speech. It was the actions that were taken with both the fraudulent elector conspiracy, which was the avenue that was taken and spearheaded by co-conspirator 5, Ken Chesebro, even though I want to say Cheesebro every single time, and through the avenue of John Eastman, who was pressuring Mike Pence to slow down the process in his ceremonial role on January 6th. These were active plans that were put into motion in the variety of different instances, and you had state legislatures in Michigan and in Arizona who were just like, there's just no way for me to do this because all of these claims are bogus and nuts, and Sidney Powell has lost her mind. We can't back this up, even though we want to help you out. That was the only thing that stopped some of these plans from going into motion. So it's not the speech. It's not the speech. It's the plans. It's the crimes. It's the actions. And that defense is going to be, I think what they're going to have to rely on in the public, but behind the scenes, they've got to know it's bunk.
Isn't Hunter Biden and Joe Biden, weren't they just doing free speech in those phone calls?
Exactly. I guess most crimes, unless they're wordless, involve certain elements of speech, but that doesn't mean that the speech is what we're talking about.
Aren't I exercising my free speech when I go up to someone on the street and say, run your pockets?
Yeah.
Give me everything you have.
You are exercising your free speech.
That's literally just the First Amendment.
Why are they persecuting you?
Yeah.
The only crimes in this country that can get prosecuted are wordless murders.
Yeah, also Lawboy had a good tweet. I love that Trump truly believed he won the election and therefore did not commit a crime angle, because it's basically an argument that if you have narcissistic personality disorder, you're allowed to commit fraud.
Yeah.
Your Honor, this is...
Isn't that Ben Shapiro's argument?
Yes, that's been... yes, exactly. That's been Ben Shapiro's argument for this, basically 8 years.
Yeah.
Your Honor, this man is so detached from reality that it is technically legal for him to attempt coups.
Perfect. Lawboy, always on point. Well, that's that. I love seeing Rudy Giuliani cry, and we will hear more news. Maybe a trial date will be set today. I'm not exactly sure, but at least Trump is entering his plea late this afternoon. We'll have an update on this to start the show on Friday.